another caster.
I'm a fighter. I mean,
Galathon, have you jumped
Good.
in now? Okay, so Galathon, kind of bring him up to speed, and let's take like a 5-minute break.
I'm
Sure.
a fighter.
Okay.
So we took a mission from the Baron to go find this bandit down here. His name is Miles Freeman. And he's supposed to be a really bad guy. The Baron wants us back to stand trial. If we bring him back to alive to stand trial, it's 500 silver. If we kill him and bring back just his head, it's 250. He supposedly has 12 or so goons with him, and it's 50 to bring back each of their heads. 50 per head. So we started heading south, and then while on the trail, we met this talking 3-foot tall owl, Oleander, and he joined us because he had been injured by the bandits, and now we just met this warrior, this beer gut fellow, who's this paladin of or this cleric of Saint Luther.
Didn't Oleander say he saw two people?
He said he saw a camp, I thought.
Let's get a clarification on that. I could have sworn he said he saw two people.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I could have sworn we were in the middle of a dungeon last time we played.
Well, I think you guys got out of the dungeon and then went back to town, and then you met back up with Hebnir.
Okay, I am back. If everybody is back, we can restart. And it's fine if you're not. I'm just trying to sit here and
We did have a
twiddling our thumbs.
question
Sure.
because we thought Oleander had said that he saw two people. And we
No.
No. Okay.
Oleander, what he said was he couldn't be sure. It was at least one, possibly two people. You know, he's just trying to. He sees it from the air, and he wasn't sure if he saw just one person or if he saw two people. But he's satisfied that it was one person. He doesn't feel like. Yeah, I mean, he's got better vision than a human would have at night, but it's not perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
And just looking at a camp from the size of it and what he sees around it, he's estimating how many people are there. And just from a game management standpoint, these guys traveling, or this guy is traveling with you, Oleander. These were all just random encounters. So I'm not particularly trying to feed these guys into the group.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people love to have NPCs in the group. Some people hate to have NPCs in the group. So do what you will with them and how you want to deal with them. They're just, I could have easily have rolled something else.
Yeah. Well, it
So,
seems like Lars maybe spawned us a second adventure to go help him recover the relic.
no, and that's perfectly all right. They're there to interact with, but don't feel like, oh, send us an NPC. We got to have them in the party, and we really don't want them there.
a
What
giant
I'm saying.
talking owl. We don't want him at our party. Come on, that's awesome.
I'm like, yeah, I guess that would make sense. So sure, yeah, you guys are helping him out. You guys help him. Why not?
I'm fine with it myself.
Yeah,
Okay. I just, I just know. I mean, I know some people that I game with are just like adamant about NPCs, and I try not to. And you'll see, they lag back and do what they're told. They don't really take a leading role. I played with other DMs who put NPCs in there who try to lead the party. so, so you have to engage them. They'll fight for their lives, but outside of that, you kind of have to all for them to do stuff, and is how I do it. Okay. So, guys have everybody's back, I think. Sounds like.
yeah, we're
So,
all here. Yeah.
Everybody but my son is not
oh,
back, but we'll keep going. Keep going.
okay. Yeah. Lars is ready to move on. I mean, he's willing to go on with you.
Dragon toe. I'm ready.
And if you talk to him a little more, he seems to be a pretty good sort. He's cheerful. He's very, you notice that he walks. He's very his posture is straight and correct, and everything is in its place, and there's no glitches in his attire, and even he's even groomed for someone who's been 2 or 3 days into a solitary walk in the wilderness. And guys, I'm assuming, and if you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm not trying to force this on you, but probably about a little after you restart from when you probably took a break to eat a little lunch.
Mm-hmm.
You're going along, and you guys hear noise in front of you that sounds like a group taunting someone or some people. Now, you're not really hearing much on the other end of it. Everybody can go ahead and give me a D20 roll.
All of us?
All of you.
I hope 20s are good.
I see that. Okay, so Mr. Galathon, you pick up the voices you're hearing. Goblins speaking in common, but they're goblins. And basically, it's something like, "Oh, the little one wants to fight. Oh, she's a feisty little devil." Type of things. Basically, you're kind of where the trail is curving around some woods, and it sounds like on the other side of these woods that it's curving around, this is where it's happening. What do you guys want to do?
Hark! It is a group of goblins, and they're taunting A smaller one of their kind. A female. A feisty female.
Well, I'm not fond of female goblins either. Less fond of male goblins. I say we.
You say what?
Much less a
Kill them all.
feisty one.
I still didn't hear you.
I say we kill them all.
You guys are surely bloodthirsty for a party with hardly a sword among you.
Oh, it's just gnomes hate goblins. So
I get it. It's fine.
Yeah.
And I have darts to do it with.
Unless by feisty they mean good-hearted. Perhaps we should investigate.
Was it
On
8 of them
the
are there?
Off chance she be good-hearted?
Cal asked how many were there.
You
couldn't
don't
tell.
know. It sounds like several.
It sounded
More
like
than
several.
more than 2 or 3 probably, but not like a huge. You're not walking into an army.
More than 2 or 3, but not like a huge. I'm not walking into an army.
If everyone can kill one goblin in one shot, we might be able to do this. But I don't know that we can.
Mayhap one of the wizards have the sleep spell.
What if we just scared them off?
Then we might accidentally scare off the female feisty one?
I don't have.
She can handle herself, I'm sure.
I don't have sleep, but I have stuff like phantasmal force.
Oh.
I have sleep.
Aaron's got sleep.
Well, what if we were to put all of them to sleep and then check their reproductive organs for a female?
Ew. No, thank you.
Ooh,
Whoa, what?
that's creepy.
Yeah, we normally just slit their throats, but hey. Deuterium might be a new kind of meaner thing to do.
Then separate them by sex and slay all the males, perhaps?
Look, I say we just scatter them, and whatever happens after that isn't our business.
You mean scatter their ashes?
No, I mean scatter them so as a group.
I guess.
Look, I'll scatter them, and while I'm scattering them, you can kill as many as you.
Okay.
I bet you won't even get one.
I don't know. A more scientific method seems more appropriate, like checking the reproductive organs.
Look, I am not gonna look up the skirt of some goblin. If you're into that, that's your business.
But it's science.
I don't think so.
It's creepy.
Gross, whatever it is. Yes. Okay, so what's your plan?
I say we make a very large ruckus, with the goal of scaring them off. I'll blind a few.
I have a thought. How about if this is a meadow, maybe we could set a grass fire if the wind's with us.
So we don't need to actually do anything like physically do that because I can just glamour and make it look like there was a grass fire that sparked up. And as far as the sound,
and you would also think that would be a better option because the grass is not exactly dry. I mean, it's not like wet, damp grass that would never catch fire, but it wouldn't be an easy thing to get a fire going.
Unless we brought like a tank of kerosene with us or something, yeah.
Right.
And if we wanted to do the sound route, I can cast Audible Glamour and do that. So, I mean, we could make it look like there's a horde of giants running down on them. I can do all sorts of stuff with my illusions. So if we just want to scare them off, I can probably do that. We got to come up with something that we think would actually scare them off. We think the grass fire will work.
Rest of you, what do you think?
I fail to realize. I fail to understand how a brush fire is going to separate the goblins by sex.
Not doing
Well, I don't know that we're trying to separate the goblins by sex.
Or optionally, we could just all like scream like banshees and run down the hill on them.
I mean, I
But-
think we should do all the above, really.
But it was quite obvious that the male ones were picking on the female one.
Yeah, and we don't care.
But why?
Well, the noise ahead is getting louder, and there's more taunting and cursing going on, and it sounds like they're close to taking action against whoever they're taunting.
But why? That's so politically incorrect.
We're giving everyone a fair chance to get away, and then we're moving on. We're not here for them. We're here for the bandits.
That is true.
I think
If we use all of our resources on this, then if the bandits sneak up on us, we're just not going to be ready. It's a matter of, being.
We're still 4 days away, though.
I think it's only appropriate that we should be a bunch of cucks and white knight for the female. Obviously.
Okay, why don't I just cast Audible Glamour to look like a bunch of ogres and have them scream, "Give us the woman and get out of here," or something like that.
Fair enough.
Then they can just charge the goblins, and the goblins almost certainly are going to, run from like 3 or 4 ogres.
It just might work. Cuck away,
All right, let's do this.
my fellow cuck.
Hey, I'm white knighting here, okay? We don't know which one of us is the cuck yet. Okay, I will do exactly that, Richard. I'll cast my Audible Glamour, cast my Force spell to look like a small group of ogres, come like kind of out of some trees or over a hill or something.
Where are you going to do this from?
I will try and slip up closer.
Okay. So give me a d20 roll.
Or hide and move silently.
Oh, yeah. You are. Okay, yeah. Now give yourself the... Okay. So you're moving across. You're not being as quiet as you would like to be. You don't seem to be... It sounds like maybe they're too engaged for it to be an issue. When you get to the other side of the trees where you can see them, yeah, it is a group of 7 goblins. And they have surrounded what appears to be a human female dressed in armor with a halberd. And she is, they are playing a game of, it will come in, and when she behind her, and when she spins around and swipes at them with the halberd, they back up, and the guys on the other side come in and do the same. They're wearing her down and having a great time doing it.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah. So
do we all see this or just him?
Just him.
Okay.
Nobody else said they were sneaking across.
Bastards!
Going across.
They're politically incorrectly harassing that female.
So I will do the Phantasmal Force thing. I'll augment it by Audible Glamour to make it sound even better and have
Okay.
that illusion appear for them.
Okay. And the other thing you will notice about them is that these goblins are all wearing the red caps. The goblins that you had been dealing with over around Botkenberg.
Okay, yeah. These guys suck.
And so you cast it, and it comes out, and yeah, their reaction is exactly what you had hoped it would be, and they scatter quickly. And the young lady turns around and has her halberd, and she is ready to fight the approaching ogres.
Yeah, and I'll just direct the ogres to kind of chase the goblins a bit more as I kind of come out now and move my way up to her.
Okay, the goblins are quickly disappearing to the west, to the east.
All right, I'll run up to her. Hello there, lady.
Where in the world did you come from?
Boy, you're an awfully tall goblin. I didn't expect you to be so large. I kind of thought you'd be goblin sized instead of this big. Anyway, my name's Hebron.
I sure didn't expect to be saved by a gnome in the middle of nowhere.
Well, my name's Hebnir Goldworthy, and I'm here with, I guess, rescue you, even though you're a goblin, but we decided that we didn't like the way
She's not
they
a goblin, she's human.
Yeah, I know Hebnir keeps saying she's a goblin.
Oh, that's fine. If you're doing it on purpose. She says, I'm not a goblin. My name is Lisa Lamprecht.
Oh, all right. Well, fair enough. Fair enough.
From Ludenscheim.
All right, well, come with us. Come on. Come back to the group real quick.
Ah, nice to meet you, Lisa Valtrex. I'm Sir Galathon.
Pleased to meet you. Now, she is wearing chainmail. She has her halberd. She's got a pack. She's got a mace hanging from her belt. She's well equipped.
I look nowhere but straight into her eyes like a true cuck.
Did you say Susan Lamprey?
No, I said Lamprecht is her last name. She is a
I'm
human.
sorry. I'm sorry. I
Female.
have hearing problems.
She is fairly tall. She's 5'10", probably weighs 140 pounds, and looks like she knows what she's doing with the halberd and wearing the armor very well. She's not someone's daughter who's run off in some armor thinking they're going to do something. She knows what she's doing.
Well, what are you doing out here?
I am here to find and kill Miles Freeland.
Oh,
Uh,
boy, we are here too. What a coincidence.
well, time to go, everybody. Come on, let's go.
Wait. Maybe you can help us.
If your goal is to kill that scum, I'll help you.
Oh, actually, that's not our goal. Our goal is to capture him and bring him back to the Baron to face justice.
If you must.
I mean, effectively, it'll be the same thing.
We don't know what the Baron's going to do. Perhaps he'll...
No, it won't be the same for me. He killed my father. I want to kill him.
Hey, if you're lucky, maybe the Baron will let you swing.
Especially if you help us capture him, yeah.
Absolutely.
That can be your reward in this instead of any petty thing like silver.
I'm sure we can arrange that. We have very
Well,
rare.
maybe. I'll consider it as we go along.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, let me introduce you to the gang. This is Cal that you've been speaking to. I'm Habnir. This is Aaron. This is Matt. This is Meadthros. This is Sir Galathon. This is Oleander the owl, and this is Lars Beergut, the priest of Saint Luther.
Good day to you, my virtuous lady, while looking straight into her eyes like a true cuck.
That
Okay.
joke isn't any funnier than when you said it 2 seconds ago.
I am pleased to meet all of you. You guys may head on if that's your go.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think
of
we've.
course.
There's no reason to stay.
Yeah,
us-
we're still looking for the bandits.
Let us make haste.
So you guys move on, and so this is a little after midday. Near the time that you're reaching that point of the evening where you would be looking for a place to camp, you find that uh, there is a abandoned farm house. I mean, you can kind of tell where the farm was. There's still some fences somewhat standing here and there that you can see. Um, Long abandoned. You can tell that the house itself still provides some shelter, and there is if you check inside, you would see that people have slept in there and made fires in the fireplaces in the not too distant past.
Okay, yeah, I guess we'll go into the cabin and kind of search it through and get a better idea.
Wait, is this the same cabin that we saw before?
I don't think it would be.
Oh, no, that was way far.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just a farmhouse. I have a simple one room, a fireplace, a little old barn out back that's kind of starting to fall down.
What time
So
of day is it?
it is. Like I said, it was it. You found it near the time you would normally start looking for a campground.
Mayhap this be a good place to stay for the night.
Yeah, I mean, obviously beats sleeping out in the trail. Yeah.
Perhaps we should check the inside for workable furniture. And, of course, check the sturdiness of the floors and the walls. The last cabin we found wasn't so good.
No, fair enough. I guess we can check it.
Well, the floor's dirt. The walls seem to be fine. They're stone. The thatched roof. If you were going to live here, you'd want to redo it, but for a single night, appears to is going to hold against all but the worst of storms.
Ah, this'll do. Nicely for one night. Ladies over here, chaps over here, hey, keep it clean.
So the first watch, and give me your roll.
Uh-oh.
So, Aaron, you don't hear anything. In fact, it's kind of a little quiet. Near the end of your watch, you do hear some rumblings of thunder. You see a few bolts of lightning off in the east. And shortly before you step inside to wake up your relief, it starts to sprinkle.
Okay, well, I'll still wait till my relief.
Okay. Watch number 2. It is starting to rain when you come on. Give me your roll and let me know what you're how you're handling that.
I'm mostly chaperoning during this time, making sure there's no hanky-panky going on, and that all the damn uh, dirty males stay on their side of the room.
Okay. So the watch, you don't hear anything or see anything. And it's time to wake up your relief.
I do so.
So you wake up and find that it is raining steadily outside. And how are you handling the watch?
I'm staying under the eaves.
Okay. Eaves aren't very big. It does help. Now this is summer. So although it's cooled down and it is raining, it's by no means cold, but uh, you're not soaked, but you're pretty damp by the time the sun starts coming up. Through the night, you really didn't hear anything other than rain, thunder, lightning. So next, as it comes time to wake everybody up, it is still raining. It's letting up. You think, looking at it, it looks like it may pass in a bit, but it is still raining at a time when you normally would probably be back on the road.
You guys want to sit tight until it stops raining, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, we're not really equipped to travel through like mud and stuff like that, so we kind of have to.
I don't
Plus,
think that would be hard on them either.
and plus, my plate
Okay.
mail and rain don't mix.
Okay, so you guys, a couple of hours pass, and the rain has tailed off, and the sun is coming out, and within 3 hours of when you would normally leave, you feel like you could leave.
I'll cover my armor in a fresh coat of oil and get ready to move out.
Okay. So heading out into the woods, is still in kind of that hilly area, but you're drawing near to the beginning of the woods. It is damp. It's pretty damp. It's a little muddy. I mean, the trail itself is grass covered, so you're not walking in mud, but your feet are leaving definite imprints. And the people towards the back of it They're getting a little mud out of it. But it's nothing significant. You make your way along through the day. The sun rises. The excess water starts to burn off. The humidity goes up. So now that and add some bugs in because of course that always brings them out. So afternoon is kind of one of walking through the heat and the humidity.
Okay.
And it's not long after noon at you see up ahead of you there are a group of trees. Gnome. And he seems to be having an argument with himself or his equipment. There's stuff scattered all about, and he is feverishly shaking a shelter half. What you guys gonna do?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
So how's the trail for us?
I mean, it's like it has been all along. It's there. It is a bit overgrown.
Okay, it's not like muddy from the rain or anything like
No, that's what I said. It's grass covered. It's not.
that. Okay.
It's so it's like after the last people on it, they probably see a little bud coming up through the grass.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna need to do some serious scouting here. So Oleander's probably gonna need to fly around a little bit so we can get a better idea of where these people are. We haven't picked up their trail. We're just kind of going to where we thought they were.
Okay. So you didn't hear me?
No, sorry. What'd you say?
I said what you see ahead of you is you're about a little bit past midday. Come across on the trail. There's an area where there is a gnome who seems to be having an argument with himself or his equipment, which is scattered about
I'm back.
on the side of the trail.
Oh,
He's feverishly shaking a shelter half. He's totally absorbed in what he's doing. He does not see you guys approaching.
oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't hear that at all. I must have missed it. The voice must have cut out. Okay, well, if it's a gnome, I'll approach and start calling to him in gnomish. Hello there, friend. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there.
Oh! Ah! And he answers you, can you lend a gnome a hand?
Oh, absolutely. I'll go running on over. What's going on here?
Oh, that storm! It didn't soak, it blew it over, all my gear's wet.
Oh, well, why were you out?
Oh,
That wasn't very smart.
this is a terrible thing. I've lost the whole morning trying to dry this stuff out and get it where I can get it in a backpack.
No, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I can help you collect this up. Me and my companions are traveling on through. What are you doing in these parts?
Well, and he gets conspiratorially low in his speech. Oh, my family was originally from Havenwell.
Hey. No fair, no fair. Speaking in gnomish while the rest of us try to listen in the common tongue. Can't thou
I-
speakest the common tongue among us?
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, these are my companions.
How rude. Politically incorrect.
This is Aaron. This is that you're speaking to is Sir Galathon, and this over here, Cal back there. Meat throws right there. That's Oleander, the owl. That's Beergut, the priest of Martin Luther, and that's Liza Lampkert, Urquhart, something like that. That is this is our troop here. I think I got
And he
everybody.
gives you a spark on each bow as well. Well, I am Darren Gobbleneck. I am traveling south on this to find my gnomish brethren are rumored to live in the woods to the south.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's not really what we're here for. We're here for bandits,
Generous
but
of
there are
you,
a lot
Sir
of bandits.
Gnome, to speak it in a more politically common tongue.
Yeah,
All is
we
forgiven, I thank thee.
yeah. Oh, okay. Right. So yes. Well, we're not. It's dangerous around here. There's a lot of bandits.
All
And
inclusive, I always say. Ahem.
Oh, very good. Help me get this stuff put away. I'll would like to walk on with you then if there's bandits about.
Oh, your stuff, you say? What about it? It's all wet.
Yes. It was. It's mainly dried out now.
Ah, good. Shall we be off then?
So you can get packed up and guys can get back on the rail. And
Well met, Sir
Finally.
Gobbleneck. Yeah, that name's not very politically correct.
so you guys have gone on now enough that you have reached the edges of the woods. It's not deep enough yet to be called forest, but you are moving into where it's pretty consistently woody.
okay. Yeah. Well, I think we need Oleander to do some scouting, and it's kind of 10 o'clock, so maybe this is a good place to stop.
Okay, that sounds fine. So we'll get up with the at the campground, and I'll have him do his scouting and report back to you that night.
Okay.
Okay. So I would say we about 400 experience points for today.
I still have a ways to go.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? How much was it?
400.
Yeah, 400 experience points.
Oh, great, thank you.
At Aaron, we do generally have some combat. This just didn't work out. You guys had some options for combat and decided and that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, no complaints
And-
from me.
Okay.
Had I known about the goblins that they were actually fighting a person or had a woman surrounded, I definitely would cast sleep on 4 of them.
Okay.
But I never got close enough to see that.
Yeah, no, he chased him off with his spell, so it was. I probably would have gone with your plan because I kind of like getting him sleep and cutting their throats, but sleep's a good spell to have.
In your first level, you don't want to use your only spell, but sometimes the situation calls for it. I just didn't realize there was an opponent there.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is,
Say.
it's like if first level, I like to get, I prefer to have sleep because you can sit on it, and when you use it, it's really nice. You know, it can help you take out a larger creature or a lot of smaller creatures. Whereas if you have magic missile, you got run round of damage. And it might kill something small or at least damage something big, but it's not going to get you out of it.
And it's only as powerful as a
First level spell, I like charm person and then sleep.
What spell were you talking about, Richard?
Sleep.
Said as a magic user, I always love to get sleep at first level. I know a lot of people like to get magic missile, but sleep puts a large number of characters or creatures to sleep, and it will take out a second or third level, a 2 or 3 hit die monster. Like if you've got an ogre or two that you run into as a first level party, you can at least take one of them down, get them out of the combat.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have magic missile, hit 4 or 5 hit points on you, isn't that nice?
Right.
It's useless against undead or elves, but everything else is it's pretty good.
Sleep is nice, but at some point, against higher level creatures, higher than 4+3.
Yeah. His
or immune to. But I like charm person.
He was
I
talking about
look at the bad spider and say, "Be my friend."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sleep nothing to sneeze at. That's for damn sure.
No. Like I said, you run into large clusters of goblins or orcs or something significant like a couple of 1 or 2 ogres. It can be a real help. Okay. Aaron, I hope you enjoyed it. That's kind of how we play.
Awesome. But when
normally
I realized
don't have this many. No, we're normally not collecting NPCs. This is just kind of a strange, it's an unusual thing. But yeah.
I kept wanting to ask you,
you
what are
guys
you doing out here by yourself? I was like, that might sound sexist. But I was thinking, even if you were male, I'd be like, what are you doing out here by yourself?
Well, yeah, I think that's kind of unusual too. But using somebody else's material, and it was like, I'm not going to totally rewrite it. And besides that, because they all are thinking that they're strong enough to make it there.
Oh, this is a module. Okay.
Yeah, I add a lot of stuff to it, but this piece of it is right out of the module.
Okay, cool.
Now, is this Greyhawk or is this Mystara?
This is actually from Castles and Crusades.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a completely different game than D&D, right?
It's an antecedent from D&D. It's basically 1E with some D20 mechanics added to it. If you sat down and played CNC and you've played 1E, you feel really at home. Only big change is that the stat bonuses are standard across all attributes. Now, so that If you have a 17, you get +3 or +2 that stat rather than it being different for each and every stat like it is in 1E. And it has a skill mechanism that is basically you can try to do anything. It's all based on your stat. If you want to try to swing across a room on a chandelier, give me a dexterity roll. There's no, which one he doesn't really have a good stat mechanism, so you kind of have to, skill mechanism outside of the name skills. So you kind of have to make that in anyway. So I like it because it's very useful, and I'm kind of doing the same thing here. Like with the checks, the checks on watch and stuff. That's why I'm having you roll a d20 for those things, because it's just sort of mimicking what we do in CNC.
Oh, okay.
But like, I can run a CNC module, or run a 1E module or 2E module in CNC, and I don't have to do anything. I could grab the CNC monster manual or the 1E monster manual and run a monster out of it without doing anything other than just playing it how it's written in the book. In either system, and it's not gonna, it's gonna play right. Guys, thank you. Hope you had a good night.
Hey,
Got any other
thanks for
questions
the
during
game.
the week? Just shoot them to me. Generally, in Discord is a better way to message me during the week. I tend to see that more often than I do looking into the Roll20.
Understood. Thanks again for the invite.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad to have you on board. Glad you enjoyed it. We'll see you guys next
Absolutely.
Friday.
Okay.
Next
All right.
Friday. Okay.
Have a good night.
Yes.
Good night.
Bye bye. And for our viewers, thank you very much for watching. I see you, Excel, and also Ninja. Thanks for showing up. So this is my 1E game, weekly 1E game. I'm still level 1. I think I've been playing 5 sessions now, so maybe next session I will level up, hopefully. Most of the XP awards have been pretty small, like anywhere from 200 to 400 points. I think that 400 point award was the largest so far. So, but we were in a dungeon, and I guess we're going back to it with these new players. And yeah, I play Galathon the Virtuous, or Sir Galathon the Virtuous, the Virtue Signaling Knight. And yep, so that's that game. Hope to see you guys maybe Sunday. I know Excel is really busy on Sundays, but I don't know what Ninja's schedule is like. But yeah, if you could give me a lurk, that would be great. So Sundays I DM my homebrew game, The Orb of Solnod Hex, from 9 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, until about 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. So for about 5 hours on Sundays. And hope you enjoyed this session tonight, and hope to see you then on Sundays. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.